Look at all that snow. Welcome back to an all new episode of Construction Secrets with me, David Wintzer. As you can hear, my voice is gone. Today is January 2nd. We had New Year's and we hosted a party at our house. This is the upstairs of my house. And that being said, as usual, we got after it, unfortunately. But then yesterday was a very big powder day. We had an insane amount of snow. Insane. Like, I can't even express like how big these walls are. You know, we got a ton of snow. Here's a little tour of my house. Here's the kitchen. Bam. We got our exposed concrete floors. Look at this. Look at my grill. That's insane. My furniture outside. So much snow. So that being said, yesterday was January 1st, and we went out and had a big powder day. A lot of snow. Skied our butts off. And when you're skiing, if you know anything about the ski culture, there's a lot of hooting and hollering on a powder day, and I was just so amped and excited. I was screaming everywhere. I was just so excited about everything, and I lost my voice. So I digress. Today is January 2nd, and because of that, all of our job sites are shut down. We got a bunch of guys out there shoveling right now, but we can't even get into the driveways. There's so much snow, and I can't really get to my office. They're plowing the parking lot, and so I'm here at my house just drinking some coffee and working on some company stuff, the future company goals. I digress. As always, you can go over to davidwintzer.com to get your free downloadable templates. All I ask in exchange is that you like, subscribe, and share this YouTube channel with one of your friends today. So that being said, I want to talk about, company goals and having a vision. A friend of mine just gave me, actually a coach of mine. I have a life coach that I work with once a month, and he gave me this book, Vivid Vision. I'm like 30 pages in, so I can't give you much on the book, but the whole thing is about having a crystal clear vision of where you want to go. You have to have the roadmap, and I've talked about that before, but you have to find time in your day, in your year, in your month to understand the vision of where you want to go. And there's no right answer of what you want to do and how you want to get there. And if you want to build one house a year, great. If you want to do one remodel a year, great. If you can provide the lifestyle for your family that makes you happy and healthy and you can go do whatever you want, great. So Blue's curious of the information we got going, huh, Blue? Yeah, he's got a vision. That being said, if you don't have the vision, you're going to have a tough time knowing where you're going to go. And if you're going to be the leader of your company, you have to be able to provide your team a roadmap. You have to be able to give people an understanding of this is what we're working for. This is what we're working towards. And then when we show up to work, we all know exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it and how we're doing it and what it's going to take to get there and all the above. So today I've been working on, I don't want to show you that stuff, but boom, that's the goals for, and then this is the other set of the goals of what we got going on. So this is the vision. I got two visions right now that I'm working on. Vision one is for Mark Wintzer Company. That's our construction company. This construction company we started 18 months ago. In just 18 months, we've accumulated $15 million worth of work. And in that time frame, we've learned a lot. We've made a lot of mistakes, and we have a long way to go. We come from the commercial world, but in a short period of time, we were able to scale this business to a staggering number in revenue, within 18 months, and we're still growing, and we're excited to share with you the process of what we have going here. So that's one of my visions is Mark Wintzer Company. That's the construction company and what we're going to do with that and where we're headed next for that. The second vision I have is what I'm doing here. YouTube and all this stuff is really new to me, and creating content is never something I've ever done. So this is all new to me. This is outside of my comfort zone. I am putting myself out there online and opening myself up to scrutiny and all that kind of stuff. And that stuff is real for me. That's a fear of mine. We all have fears. We're humans. And one of my fears is being out here. And I got the feeling of imposter syndrome. I've only been doing it 18 months, but this and that. But at the same time, no, I've been running a business for 15 years of my life now. And I have commercial construction experience with a $1 billion company. And so between my business experience and the proven method we've done within our construction company, I have done the work and put in the time. And so, but my biggest fear is this type of putting this content out there, put myself out there, being out in the public eye is new to me. I've never been big on social media. So that being said, that's a second vision I have. That's a second business, a second path that I'm taking is producing content, building a personal brand. And that's getting outside my comfort zone. And I'm really having to lean into that. And so what are the things that the visions in your company, your construction company, your personal journey, what are those things that you always want to do? What's the burning desire you've always had inside? What makes you excited to wake up? What's something you've always wanted to do? And maybe you lean into it. I'm not talking about a New Year's resolution. That stuff, I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions. I've actually never really made them. I usually start cleanses or challenges and stuff. I start them on a Tuesday or Wednesday. I make sure that I don't wait till Monday. I make sure I don't wait till the first of the month. I just do it. I make sure that I don't get in the habit of waiting till the right time. And am I perfect? Not even close. But so New Year's resolutions, I don't necessarily believe in. I saw a quote on Instagram yesterday that said, false statement, new year, new me. True statement, new actions, new me. So you got to create new actions. You got to just stay with it. And so this is my vision. I wrote down my vision for the 1 year, the 3 year, and the 5 year of the personal brand and the Mark Wintzer Construction Company. And with the Mark Wintzer Construction Company, I have a team of people, and those individuals, my partners, and the people we work with, those, as I'm the leader of the company. And so as the leader of the company, I have to provide this vision and say, hey, this is where we're going. This is how much we want in revenue. This is, and this is a group discussion, but together we get on the same page. And so I've written down my vision. We're going to look at their visions. And as a team, we're going to decide where do we actually want to go? And what does it take to get there? And do we want to have, $1 million in revenue a year? Do we want to have $10 million a year in revenue? If we have $10 million a year in revenue, do we want to have 5, 6, 7, 8 employees? Do we want to hire all those people? Do we want to manage that many personalities? Or do we want to just have it be like 5 of us? Or do we want a crew of 25? Where do we want to go? Do we want to be a $50 million company? Or do we want to make a company that provides a lifestyle for us? And we say, okay, it makes $1 million in revenue, and that's a good living for for us, the team. And we can go skiing, we can play golf, we can go mountain biking, at 2:00 on a Tuesday and not feel guilty about it. And so there's no right answer. And the right answer is what is right for you and your company. But you got to get crystal clear on that vision. You got to write that vision down, and you got to get your team behind you, and you got to keep reminding them. You write the vision down, the team talks about it. And then about a quarter later, 3-4 months later, you come back and say, hey, are we still in line with this vision? Are we still heading the direction? When you get opportunities for new jobs and someone says, hey, I got an opportunity for you to, do new residential construction from the ground up, and your business model is kitchen remodels or it's full house renovations, but your business model is not new construction, it may be enticing to get that extra money, but is that in line with your vision? And you have to be disciplined to say no to the things that aren't, because money, opportunity, work is exciting. It's enticing. It can draw you in. And if you're not careful, it'll take you off the path of your vision. So you got to stick to your guns. You got to find your vision. Look at that snow. It is still snowing. Unbelievable. So you got to find your vision. You got to keep your vision. You got to just be diligent in reviewing that vision and sharing with your team what that means and how you're going to get there and what you're going to do to get it. Because I'm going to sit next to Blue here. I'm going to sit next to you, Blue. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So that being said, you got to have your vision lined up. You got to understand where you're headed, and you got to stick to it. And there's no right answer. The right answer is what's right for you and your company. But take the time. It's the new year. A lot of people get motivated on the new year, new me, all that stuff. But you got to just sit down with your team and understand that you are running a business, and you have to provide a roadmap for where that business is going. And the roadmap is your vision as the leader. And if you have partners, you get them in the room and get your team in the room. Understand what your team wants. And, not necessarily you do what your team wants, but maybe there's some good ideas and avenues that can take you and your vision, slightly to a different course, but it's actually the right course for you and what you want. And one of your team members might be able to help you get there. So that being said, take the time, just do it, do whatever it takes. Today's January 2nd, and I was supposed to go to the office today, but all of our job sites are shut down. There's just an insane amount of snow. It's really hard to drive out there and, shoveling these jobs. There's some of these job sites have 3 feet of snow from the plows pushing them in, and it's just really hard. So we got a team of guys out there shoveling all day long, and that's just how it goes when you live in a ski town like this. So that's all I got for you. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. Take the time and also, make sure you write a vision for yourself too, your personal vision. What is your vision for you? Everybody has to have a personal vision for what they want to look like, what they want to feel like, what they want to be like, how they want to act, who they want to hang out with, things that they want to implement that are different into their life. And then the reality is, in my opinion, the only way you're going to be truly successful in any business or any personal journey is you have to be disciplined. Discipline equals freedom, as Jocko Willink would say. And you just have to wake up and be disciplined. And I don't want to do these certain things, but I'm just going to, I have the roadmap, and I know that in order to get there, I have to stay true to the map. And you're going to deviate at times, but you can't take a different road. You just have to move around a little bit. So that's all I got. I hope you have a beautiful day. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, go to davidwintzer.com to get your free downloadable templates. All I ask in exchange is that you like, subscribe, and share this with one of your friends. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. What's your vision? What do you think that you got to do to get better, to grow, to have a path and lead a group of people down that? What have you done in the past? Leave those comments below, because we're new to this industry and we're new to running a construction company. And if you're out there and you've been running a successful one for a long time, I want to hear from you. I want to understand what you guys are doing as well. So once again, I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.